Pia, thank you so much for agreeing to just talk with me.
Of course.
We are here in South Africa, in Cape Town, and it's been such a wonderful few days here. For you, how does it feel to be at this event? Because generally you travel to tournaments to play it, but here you are there for content, for supporting Anna and so on. So how does it feel?
Yeah, a little bit strange not to play because that's what I normally do mainly. But I enjoy very much to be here. I'm very happy when I can be together with Anna, when I can support her, and of course to be here to see this freestyle fantastic tournament with the best players of the world. I really enjoy that, and I actually always been someone who enjoy very much watching when I can see good chess. So I'm very happy to be here. I enjoy it very much, and I just think it's a marvelous event.
We were at this event where there was a simul given by Peter Lecco and Vincent Keimer, and Anna, your daughter, was playing it, and I was seeing that you were standing there and shooting the video, and you were trying to figure out whether you should hold the phone vertically or horizontally and discussing it with her.
Yeah.
And somewhere I was thinking, like, you've been a world-class player, right? You've been the best in the world. From there to switch into something that is so different, that is content creation. Not many people enjoy doing that, but you are open to sort of new ideas, new challenges. Is that the right way that I'm understanding? How are you so open to new things?
Yeah, no, but I'm a mother, so I always want to support Anna in any way. And of course, she needed to have someone to be behind the camera. And yeah, I had to do that. No, of course, I just enjoy traveling together with her, see all the content she's making. And I'm just happy when I can go together with her. So of course, it's a different life to what I've been doing for such a long time. But I think it's good in life that you have to be open to new ideas. And I just see that there are lots of changing in chess. There are lots of new things coming. Lots of people starting with chess. It's like a chess boom. And I'm just happy to see that, because I guess with chess we need to develop it. We need it to be seen to a lot of people, not only for those who are players, who are in the clubs. It has to open up. So I don't know, I'm just very happy to be a part of the new chess world that is coming and becoming bigger and in different way. It takes new exciting ways.
How do you see this? Because you say, like, chess has to be popularized, and many people think, oh, but chess the way it is great, like we love playing chess in the traditional way. There has to be long time controls. We know many people love that about chess, the ability to think for a long time. And now chess has become more of a sport. There is also the entertainment value in chess is growing. Where do you place yourself in that?
I always been very traditional. I always wanted to keep the longer control, classical games. But with time, I'm also changing, and I think chess has to be developed. It has to be quicker, and it has to, of course, to grow. So the people who are not so much into the chess, it will be open for them too, because it's just such a beautiful word. And I believe, that we can keep all kinds of chess together to grow it. But it's just quite natural that things goes faster, because if you are watching it, you don't want to spend too much time. You want things to be happening all the time. And also I can see, even for myself as a chess player, I enjoy now more to play a little bit shorter games to play. I prefer now to play rapid and maybe classical games, because it's a little bit about the energy when you become older. That is not the same as before. But I just believe that chess has to be developed, and there's so many exciting ways for it. And but it doesn't mean that classical chess will disappear or anything. It will also be there, but it might become quicker than before.
And right now, when you, let's say, go to certain events, many people would recognize you for what you are doing in terms of, let's say, teaching people online or commentary. Like here also, I saw a lot of people come. How does that feel when you meet people that way?
Yeah, no, I'm just very happy. And now I become much more the mother of Anna. I think this is what I'm known for now. And that is actually very, very nice. No, I'm just happy for it. I'm just happy that I can see, I go out on the street and there are people who before didn't know about chess, but because of the chess boom, they're getting so excited. They're asking how they can train, where they can go to play chess, maybe to play over the board. So there is so many people who are interested in chess in a new way, and it's just I feel it's just so amazing, and I could never expect that it would be such a boom of something I have been loving for such a long time.
That's so nice. That's so nice. When Anna began her content creation journey, did you find that like, okay, what is she doing? Or were there such questions in your mind?
Yes, that was absolutely. She was playing. We have this traditional tournament in Stockholm. It's our big international open, held every Christmas time during 9 days. I played it since I was 14, lots of times. Juan, Anna's father, also played it lots of time, and Anna too. But one year she was asked to comment, and when she was asked to comment, she said, "Oh, I will enjoy that. That will be fun." But I was wondering, how could you want to comment when you can play? So I couldn't understand that. I've been a chess player. I've been very much like this. And but afterwards, she said she enjoyed it very much. She was invited to comment on the Women World Chess Championship between Goryachkin and Jun. And then she started her channel. So it all started with that. But the first moment I was like, how is possible you choose that when you can play?
Amazing. And then you kind of joined in. When was the time kind of it convinced you that, oh, this is something really very interesting what she's doing?
Yeah, I was hesitant for a time. I always been very traditional, keep on doing the things in the same way, and that's why I'm changing, because I want to see new ways. But after time I realized she's doing it very well. She's enjoying it very much, and she gets lots of people to get involved in chess, to open their eyes and see how fantastic chess is, because it's also a fantastic way of meeting. It's a meeting place for everyone. So it took a bit of time, because my way of being, but now I'm just overwhelmed. I'm very happy for what she's doing.
Beautiful. And when you do something, your passion of chess shines through. Like, you are so involved. I've seen you commentating often for like 4 or 5 hours alone. And that's not easy.
Yeah,
You're just talking alone, but you have so much of energy. You're showing so many variations. And I think people just love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I just believe that when you get the passion, for me chess, and for lots of us it's of course chess, and just keep on with the passion, and that's why, me, also Juan, that's why we still keep on with chess after so many years. But it's just something so beautiful, and I'm very happy when I can comment on her games, but it's very nervous, very nervous.
So when I was kind of preparing for this interview, I was checking like the year in which you were born, and I saw that you were born in the same year as my mother.
Yes,
in
I'm
63.
not surprised. 63.
Yes,
yeah. Yes.
And actually, in 1984, you became the #1 player in the world.
Yes, I was #1 free list, but only one time alone. The other two lists was together, and I think it was in 84. And at that time, the list came out only twice a year.
And 1984, that means you were really very young. You were just 21 years old.
Yeah, I was 21 years. But when I was young, at that time, for me, it was always most important to become grandmaster. I didn't really care so much about that I was rated #1. I always wanted to be the underdog. So, and I was always, we growing up playing in the mixed tournament, we always played together. So when I played in women events against women, I was the highest rated, or one in the top. I felt more pressure, and I was a little bit like this with that actually. So it was, it was a little bit, but it's afterwards now I enjoy it more than I did when it happened, I believe.
But how was it that you became so good? Like, because Sweden as a country does not have a huge chess culture, right? At that point, I mean, there was, if I'm not mistaken, there have been strong players, especially from the Scandinavian region, but maybe you are the first, were you the first strong women player from there? I mean, you became the 5th woman player overall to become a grandmaster. Before that, everything was majorly happening in the USSR or this region, right?
Yes, yeah, it was mainly in the East Europe, we can say, where chess has big traditions. Now, chess actually have had long traditions in Sweden, so if you go back 100 years, I would say we would probably among the top countries. And what happened is, I don't know, maybe in the, I need to say this, actually when the first Women World Chess Championship was held, Vera Menchik won, but the second lady, she's very, very unknown, but she's actually from Sweden. Her name was Katarina Beskow, and she finished second. I think she was my age when she finished second, 27, wow. And she actually around 1912, she created a women's chess club, because at that time women were in lots of places not even allowed to go to a normal chess club. They were not invited to the chess society like a man. But for Sweden, I would say that maybe it's in the 60s where we had a little bit of a boom of junior chess. We have lots of activity. Different activities. The government gave money if you get the youth to do different things, and chess was involved, but chess was not and still is not a sport, which has been a problem, I would say. But it meant that there were all of a sudden coming lots of juniors. There were no special training for the best, but there were coming lots of juniors, and we got, Ulf Andersson. He was actually number 4 in the world, 84, so it was
yes,
a good year.
I studied his games very closely for endgame play, for positional chess. He was really good.
Yeah, he is fantastic. His understanding is just wow. And I would say that, so Sweden had a lot of junior chess. We have, and in the Nordic country we have double as much as population, so we have much more juniors playing chess than in the other countries. So for a long time we were a leading country. And what happened is that in the Nordic country the tradition is that we all play together. So in Sweden there are very few all-female tournaments. During the years I played maybe at least 20 times for the Swedish Championship. I only one time played for the Women Chess Championship, but it was maybe 79. And but the problem is it's not a female-friendly atmosphere. When there are very few women, there are no support. You don't pick up the best girl juniors. You send them abroad. We don't have almost no all female tournaments. But in my youth, there was a woman. She was the strongest woman. Solveig Haraldsson. She was the one who got Sweden to play in the Women Olympiad. She also made some support for women. So we actually had, I would say that we had quite a lot for girls and women when I was a youth during some years. I didn't think so much about it then, but I got some friends who they stopped, and some came back after 30 years, one came back after 40 years, so we meet again. And but what I wanted to the point is that when I play all the time with the boys, and I survived, because we have had other girls that have been good, they have been competing among the best, sometimes won the championships, but they disappeared. This is what happened. So I was one who survived, because chess became very quickly in my life. It was so important. I had my brother also, and after I met Juan, so I could continue. But then it meant I had to be, I always play with the boys, so I became one of the best among the boys. So I was nothing unique, nothing special. The only difference was I was a girl. And so that's what helped me. And at that time, I would say that Swedish chess was a good training afterwards to compete international. And I believe that Swedish chess now all countries has passed us. Not all, but many has passed us. We a little bit remain the same. We don't get so strong players any longer. We are not strong in youth chess. So but for me, this was very good. And yeah, I think that helped me to become one of the top players among women.
So when you were growing up, like who was the one who taught you chess? You spoke about your brother. Was he also into chess?
Yes, I have a brother. I have only one. He's 4 years older. When you're a kid, it's quite a big difference. So he was my idol, the one role model for everything. So he played football. I also played in a football club. He played table tennis. I played a little bit, but he played in a club. I didn't play in the club. But I was not the typical girl. I was very shy. And we were competing a lot at home. So we played a lot of different social games. My brother invented the game we also were playing. So it was a lot about competing. Our father is very competitive, so everything was like that. And because when I was younger, they let me win, of course. I didn't realize it. But then we had one board game, and it was called, I'm not sure what it's called in English, but I like to play the game. I haven't played it for like 45 years now. I forgot the name, but I like to play it. On the other side was a chessboard, but I never wanted to play the chess because I saw when my brother played. My father taught my brother when he was maybe 5, but I saw that they played for such a long time. It seemed so boring. So we play lots of different games. But to chess, I said no. But then 73, there was a man coming we lived in a suburb, like 15 kilometers outside Stockholm, the heart of Stockholm, Huddinge. And then a man came there, he loved chess. He wanted to go over to the chess club. There was no chess club, and so he created a chess club. Oh. My brother went there the first day, and he loved it. But I said, no chess, because I didn't know how to move the pieces. But after half year, and he was speaking so much about it, so the first day in the autumn, I went there, and then this man, Sven-Erik Pettersson, who created the club, he sat with me, and he is like an actor, he's very entertaining, and he made it like magic for me the first day. And then I just remained. So I think it's very much to him that he took the time to sit with me, and he introduced me to chess in such a wonderful way. So in the first,
it's so beautiful, because someone just giving some time could create a world-class player.
Yeah. And I started with 10. I was taught how to move the pieces, and it was not quick. 11, I played a lot, and the club had different trainings. I went to many trainings, and I started to play a lot. And when I was 12, I started to win some tournaments. And when I was 13, this man, he decided to organize a school championship in Sweden. And it was quite an important event. It was like, it's only a weekend, you play with your age. I was 13, I played with those who were 13, 14. My brother played in his age. And we were 2 girls, and there were 106 players together. And then I was, underdog, but I somehow managed to win, and my group. And when I won my group, I went to the stage, I got a chess clock, and then I promised myself I will keep on playing chess in one way or another my whole life.
That's amazing. And was there any coach in your journey who made a deep impact on you?
No, I wouldn't say so. It was, Sweden has always, I had my brother who supported me. I wouldn't say he was helping me, but we were not training so much. I was more imitating him. So he could sit for 6, 7, 8 hours in the garden. I couldn't resist as much, but I was training maybe some few hours. And I had one from the federation who helped me. So 1984, I went to play the Strongest Woman tournament held at that time in Tbilisi. So he went together with me. When I went 82 to play the Lloyds Bank, we went together, and this was a little bit a dream tournament. I made my first item norm. Actually, the coach, he was only like 2200. He made his first and only item norm. And after like 4 rounds, he was playing against Anthony Miles, the number 1. I'm not sure if Miles was the highest rated, and he actually beat him. So that was fantastic. And in round number 6, I played against Korchnoi, and Korchnoi was then my hero. So we were sitting on the stage. I was going to play against Korchnoi. He had played against Miles, so we were like this. And after 5 moves, I played d4 in Spanish, central gambit. He was thinking for 1 hour and 5 minutes. We had this very long time control. 40 moves in 2.5 hours. And I was always sitting in my games. I went up walking and I was thinking, what's happening? Play on the stage against Kochno. He was number 2 in the world. He played his matches with Karpov. And yeah, and in the end, it was a draw.
Wow.
But I had a very easy win before. And Kochno was after the game, he was very kind. We were analyzing, and there were lots of players coming around. Steen was there, lots of other players, but full with people. And I was just up in the heaven. I'm playing with my hero, and I made a draw. And I was just so happy, and he was very kind. We were sitting for a while analyzing.
Wow.
And this is my most memorable game of all I played. I played with Kochno 9 times, but the first time was wow.
And also, like what you spoke about Korchnoi is not the usual recount of what people have. Yeah, they usually say Korchnoi was kind of very rude to us or sometimes very angry, but you said he was very kind to you, and that's actually very cool.
Yes, this was the first time. I played him more times, then it was not as kind. But it was his style, and finally I understood it. But he was, yes, amazing player.
Right.
So I would say that for me, those people who meant a lot is, of course, the first one who created the chess club. My father, who taught my brother to play chess. My brother, of course, he was the reason I started. I kept on, and with him I was not really lonely. I also had some girlfriends. Gunnar Johansson, the trainer. My father is actually the one who supported me so much during life. Even he was not so strong as a player, but he supported me with lots of advice, things. And then, of course, I was very lucky to meet Juan Bellon. And that was then I could take this decision to play chess. Otherwise, I would have done like all the Swedish players did, because, you know, we have had 3 juniors who won the European Individual Championship, and 2 of them, they just decided to do a normal life. Like my brother, he also had, you know, you have your normal profession, and chess is a hobby, and this is what almost all Swedish players do. But I met Juan, and after a year of thinking, I decided to go to Spain, and then we have been traveling around. We were very active players, played very much. And then later on, I was getting a little bit bored with chess. I was a little bit thinking of, at one time you have to decide about family, and I really wanted to have a child. And then when Anna came, that was the first time in my life chess was not the most important any longer. Wow. So, and that is the most beautiful time to become a mother. And poor Anna, from that she was 3 months, she had to follow us to the tournaments. So it has been a very unusual childhood for her. She has been traveling very much from very early on. We didn't really have any babysitters staying at home. Sometimes my father came, but he was not young. And so she mainly came with us to tournaments. And then it's, you know, when you're forced into something, it could be that you don't like it. And for Anna, it was sometimes she loved chess, sometimes she said, no, we don't speak about chess. It was a little bit up and down. But my dream was that she would be in the chess world. And for me, the chess world was only to play chess. But now, of course, later on, I realized chess is so much, other things too. So I'm very happy she found her way.
That's so nice.
And yeah.
Because when 2 people are so much into chess, it's never easy for the kids, right? Because they have to be better than sometimes, because there's always this comparison that happens, and it's not so easy.
No, it's not. And Anna was especially compared with me, yeah? So it's putting a lot of pressure, and sometimes you get, you know, comments about it. So it's, it was not so easy for her.
But she paved her own path, which is very beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, yeah. So we're also happy for it, yes.
When did you meet Yuan? And, you know, he's also a grandmaster. What was it about him that sort of made you fall in love with him? When did it happen?
I first met him 84. It was the Zurich, the oldest chess club in Zurich. It's actually the oldest chess club in the world. They were celebrating a jubilee. I'm not sure how many years they were, maybe 125, 150, I'm not sure. And they had a jubilee tournament, 84, with 24 players. So it was Lemachko, and it was me, and then there was players like Spassky played. I think Seyraman was there. I guess Nan was there, and Juan was invited. So he was very, very strong. Also some, and Kochnoy played also, and also some Swiss player. And so he was there. I met him, and yeah, I would say his smile. He's always smiling, looking so happy, and yeah. But it was later on. I asked him if he wanted to be my coach when I started to play the Women World Chess Championship. It was the year after. I first played the Zonal in Sweden, and then I qualified to the Interzonal, which was held in Havana, and then I asked if he wanted to come with me. And that was very important because he helped me with lots of openings and everything. And then I was very lucky, but finally I qualified for the candidate, and because of me they organized the candidate in Malmö. I didn't do well, but Juan helped me very, very much with opening ideas. And so it all started there. But actually the first time I saw him was in vacancy. Oh. I've been in vacancy only one time.
Only once?
77.
Wow.
I played in one of these many small groups. Actually, thanks to this lady, Solveig Haraldsson, she phoned me when I won the individual school championship, asked if I wanted to go abroad. And it was to one of this mixed group. I went with the other family. But I didn't do well, but it was important experience. And there I remember, it was of course very cold, January, but one of my memories, is quite a long time since that, is that I saw a Spanish player in the second Grandmaster group who was coloring his score sheets. And this is very, very unusual to see anyone does. So when I spoke with Juan for the first time in Series 84, I remember I seen him already 77.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And then when you sort of got to know him, and you both worked on chess together, it was like this beautiful life, right? Like you both are so much in sync that chess is there, you're working together, I mean, at a very different level, but Amruta and I also kind of lived that life for a few years, traveling together and so on. It must have been like this beautiful phase, yeah, where you have both of yourself and chess.
Yes, no, it was wonderful, because what I did is, so I met Juan 84, 85, and then actually 87 I didn't know what to do, because shall I have a normal life with work or shall I play chess? So I took a year off from chess. Juan couldn't believe it because he has always been playing chess. He couldn't understand why can you think of doing something else. But I was studying, and the last 3 months I had to work, and when I worked I just realized, no, I don't want to do this. So 87, after this year, 88, I went to Spain. And coming to Spain from Sweden, in Spain you already had all these beautiful tournaments. You also have fantastic climate, very good food, very nice people, and the condition was so much better. So it was like feeling like a queen all of a sudden. And we were invited. Tolosa Juan was of course very well known. He won the Spanish champions several times, and he was a grandmaster.
He's also beaten Tal, yeah?
Yeah, he's also beaten Tal. He's a dangerous player for most other, yeah. So so it was amazing. We were traveling around together, and I enjoyed it so much. It was just such a big difference from Sweden, where there was not support. There were only small tournaments, very small conditions, and where it's almost not possible to try to make a living. And then I went with Juan, and we had this wonderful life with chess and traveling.
So beautiful. And you were at the top of the world of chess when in a very interesting phase. 84, 85, this is the phase when Garry Kasparov rose to the world of prominence. He became the world champion. There was this rivalry between Karpov and Kasparov. How was it for you at that point, you being also one of the best female players at that point? Did that have any impact on you, this Kasparov-Karpov rivalry and so on?
No, I don't think actually that much. More than at Kasparov, you know, we were born the same year, only 10 days between us.
Wow.
So, no, I wouldn't say so. I was, because there's such a huge difference also level, I was playing my tournaments, 84, 85. I was playing mainly my, you know, mixed tournaments. I'm dreaming to become a grandmaster, of course. No, I wouldn't say they made, in that sense, such an impact. Not to me personally, but of course it was an impact. You can read about their match in the newspaper, and the newspaper, there were all of a sudden much more chess in the newspaper, maybe in the television and radio too. So in that sense, it made an impact, yes.
And you also played with Vishy Anand, yes?
Yes, I played with him, as I can remember, 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah, so the 2 times in Biel, we played this closed round robin. I think we played actually, could we have played the second group? I believe so, second grandmaster group. He was very young then. And so I think I was black. I think we played Taimanov 2 times actually, both years, and it was 2 draws.
Wow.
And then 2006, I played against him. I think it was Villarobledo. It was a rapid tournament in Spain. I was white that time, and then someone offered me a draw, and I, you know, when he offers, yes, I take it.
Wow.
So yeah, I played.
So
with
you
him.
have all 3 draws with Vishy, yes?
Yeah, what I can remember, I have that. I don't remember other games, so yeah, I'm happy. So I've seen him when he came, and he was just, everyone was so impressed with him. There was a blitz tournament, I think it was 88, 89, I'm not sure about the years, but when he came first year, and he was so quickly, so fast. So it was amazing to see him, and to see, you know, see his career, and see what he has created in India. What a boom you have. And yeah, I'm just so happy to see it. And I also met some older chess players in India. I mean, I remember the 3 sister Kadilkar.
Oh, you remember them?
Yeah, I played at least once against them, one of them, yes. So they were in the Olympiads when I played the women Olympiads in the 80s.
Wow.
So.
And how many Olympiads have you played? Because you're still playing till date.
I think it's 14 now actually.
Wow.
So I played first 4 with the women, then I played 4 in the open section. And
All
then,
for Sweden?
Yeah, always for Sweden, yes. No, I always represented Sweden. And then I believe I played 5 now with the women again. And Anna, from that she was born, she always came to the Olympiad. First as, visiting, and then later on she has played.
She's played 2 with you?
I think she played 3 with
3
me.
3 with you?
Yeah,
wow.
Baku, and then we played Chennai, was fantastic.
And Budapest.
And Budapest.
That's so amazing. And in general, nowadays you can see like there are these discussions that are going on where, you know, some players say that because women players play a lot in, let's say, women tournaments, sometimes that stops their growth. The other argument is that women events propel the sport further because there are more opportunities. Where do you stand on this? Because you, in your career, have played a lot in open tournaments. How do you see this?
I think it's very important to find a balance with it. I would say that Sweden is maybe an example of what happens when you don't support women. You can see we are. I wanted to have some statistics. We don't get it, but the only statistics I can give is from the number of ELO players, and we are around 3%. So our country has less female players than almost anywhere else. We have also no championship. We don't have this that when you are the best or among the best girls, you qualify to the European or World Youth. We don't have these things. Very few play all female tournaments, and I see lots of tournaments. When I play in the team championship for Sweden, for my club, in the highest division, second highest, we play all together. Sometimes I'm the only one, and you know, I'm not young. I can see very weak tournaments, no girl, no woman. So I see a little bit like Sweden is an example of what happened when you don't support women. And what happened is someone survived. For me, it was fine like this, but I also had got some friends, but most leave chess. They don't like it. It's not enough. So you need to find a balance with it, and of course, so this is a little bit a time we need to find a balance. We need to support the women in lots of ways, women, girls. Of course, we have to put up the goals equal. You know, you're a girl or a boy, your goals have to be high, equal high, of course, and the same support. But as the number are much less, and I know myself now when I play tournaments, I prefer to go and play tournaments where I will meet other women or girls. I'm not so happy to play tournaments where I am the only woman playing. So I believe it has to be a balance for it, yes. And
it's very well said. So basically it helps to have more women, more girls playing because there are more women events, and then from there some girls can choose to just play open events because that can help them become stronger.
Yes, exactly. And also, I mean, it's very difficult to make a tournament where you have half men, half women.
Nice.
It's very difficult because we need to make tournaments where the female are a big amount of all players. And that's why it's easiest with all players. But you don't have to make it like this. You know, remember Gibraltar Chess Festival, beautiful open, but there were lots of female players because they wanted also.
Also very good prizes they have.
Very good prizes. So this is what I see, that you have to support, and in all sense, it also has to be very good atmosphere for everyone, of course, and so we have to take it. But this is just a passing time. The goal is, of course, that we don't need it, but we're not there yet.
And when you looked at Judith Polgar's career, she's also here. Was that interesting? Like, how did you see it? She rose very quickly to the top.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy for it. I just believe that Judith she proved that it doesn't have to be any difference. A woman can also. She didn't become world champion, but she was one among these hundreds, and there were 99 others. It was not easy for her to be the number one, but she really proved it, and I'm just very, very happy for all that she has done, and she did it in that way, always playing against the strongest player, and this is the way I believe to become very strong. You need that, but you need also to be very strong and supported, and yeah, she was training very hard, and amazing her talent. Actually, first time I heard about her, I have a friend who is from Hungary. Her parents is from Hungary, and she told me, "Pia, you need to watch out. There are a very strong girl coming." And I told, I know Susa. No, it's not Susa. Judith, her younger sister, will be very, very strong. And then Judith was maybe 4, 5, 6, something like that. So, but so I believe she made history, and she's very, very important for the female chess. I do believe that, and what she has done.
Brilliant. And Pia, you spoke about this game with Korchnoi as being one of your very memorable games. Are there any other games that come to mind? I was checking, you have beaten strong players like Ivan Sokolov, and there are many many world-class players whom you've beaten. Is there any other game that comes to your mind which was very memorable, or one of your favorites where you played in your style? Would it be right to say that you are very positional and you love to play positional chess? Yeah,
I guess it's my style, but I also like to be active, long maneuvering games, lots of energy in the games. Yeah, I've beaten some grandmasters. I'm very happy for that. I don't know if it's a special game, I remember. But it's more maybe when I became grandmasters, I beat some players. But the tournament, one of my most memorable tournaments is when we played this match in Prague '95. We play veterans against women, and there I beat Portis 2-0. I was wow. I played +1 against Korchnoi. and Spassky was 2 draws, and then I'm not sure, I made +1 with another one, but in general I had +3 in this tournament.
It's so amazing.
Yeah, so this is maybe, it was category 13, so I was very happy. We made the same result, Judith and me, in the ladies team, so it's one of my most memorable tournaments, but no, I wouldn't. I don't. The first game with Korchnoi is more memorable. Not one is it was a good fight like that. I kept the game going. I was in the game, but afterwards that he was taking time, sitting with me, and the first time I played against him. So that was very, very, very memorable. And also, of course, this was my first Eimnor I made. I went there with this trainer,
Yes.
Gunnar Johansson, and it was just a memorable tournament. So no, it's the first one, I would say. That's the most memorable game I have overall.
Right. Are there any books that you read or any that have had a deep impression on you, that have helped you to become better?
Yeah, I like the book when they were playing the match, Korchnoi-Spassky. So this is when I started to feel sympathy for Korchnoi also. So, and then I started to play French also. So I played French when I was a kid. I'm not sure it was my opening. Afterwards, I mainly played openings my brother played. So no, I wasn't. I think that book I had a little bit. I had some books with some studies, some problems, but I was not. And afterwards, I was a little bit sad about that. I didn't read as much as my brother did. My brother was very, very patient, reading and studying. I more wanted to play. So when I was a kid, he was in free clubs. I was also a member of free clubs, so I was very active playing. I've studied also, but not as much as I should have done. And I was more like, I would have loved someone giving me homeworks or something like this. I was very good to make my homeworks, but I didn't really have anyone doing that. I got a little bit from the one this trainer, but it was not all the time. It was sometimes back. So.
Would it be right to say that Korchnoi is one of your favorite players, or?
He was my hero for some time, but then I played with him more times. He wasn't the best loser after the game. And then once he made me actually a little bit sad. I was even crying a little bit. It was actually in the tournament in Prague. He said something I felt was not necessary to say. And he got me a little bit sad. And after that, he was not my hero any longer. But with time, I understood him. And, chess was really his life. I mean, as long as he could play chess, he was, he was fighting for life, fighting for the chess. I saw him in Gibraltar, was it 2010? Last round, he has a very good position against a very strong player. But and if he wins that, he would win the tournament. And then he would be close to 80. So he was a fantastic player, so long time up. And so I'm very amazed by his life. And once he told me that, I think it was in one of these matches, maybe it was 99 in Spain, Marbella. I played a Benke Gambit against him, and then he said I was a Viking. He had told Spassky that I would play it. Spassky said no, she will not play it, but he said yes, and I did, and I lost, but I played the Benke.
This was against Korchnoi?
Yeah, against Korchnoi, wow. And he said I was a Viking who dared to play it against him. So, I with time, I understood it. Of course, he had a very difficult life.
Amazing. And Pia, you have done so much in your career for chess. Where do you see next few years for yourself? How do you see them? Do you have any plans as such?
Yeah, I mean, this year has actually been a year where I play very little chess. Until last year, I played quite a lot. And I believe I will keep on playing. Maybe not, I will play more, absolutely more than this year. But I will play the tournaments I feel I will be happy with, because I think this is so important when you play chess, when you can choose. When you're young, you need to be ambitious, you have to grow, become stronger. But I feel for me it's very important to go where I will be happy, maybe travel to play together with my family or with friends. I think that's quite important. And I guess now and then I will support Anna with her
I think you both did a chessable course recently, yes?
Yeah.
You prepared the material and she presented it.
Yes, yeah. No, that was, yeah. I'm surprised we have done it, but I'm very happy for it. It was something very new to me to do it. I believe it was lots of work with it, but I'm very happy. And it's of course because Anna asked me and I said, are you sure? Are you sure? But again, Anna, I told you, I always been a player, but all of a sudden with Anna, I get to do things I would never imagine I would do. But it has been really lovely to do it together with Anna.
Like your match with Levi, also something that you may not have thought that you would play such a match.
No,
and then I think it's basically also him being a content creator, Anna, and then this match being broadcast, and I think it drew a lot of eyeballs. A lot of people wanted to follow it.
Yeah. No, I was happy to see that. Yeah, I think so too. I think it was very lovely also to have, and this battle of generations.
Yes.
And you can show, okay, I lost the match, but you can even show that that even if we grow older, we can still compete. Even if energy is not the same, but we are still there. So chess is absolutely a game for everyone, the whole life, if you want.
Amazing. And this is something that I have really been amazed by you. So calm, so humble, in spite of all your achievements. Even now, just for this interview, you're spending so much time. If there's any advice that you have to give to the youngsters out there, what would it be?
I think the most important is to enjoy chess and to take away the pressure, because it's very much all the time about results and rating, but then we forget about what we love. We love the moment we are at the board, when we are fighting, when we are in our bubble, our concentration. And I believe this is so important, so to take away pressure and just to enjoy chess. And that's why I think also it's very important to choose tournaments. Of course you need, there's a saying, you should have maybe 50% around your level, 25 higher, 25% higher, maybe 25 less. But you have to look at this, but also to have the support if you go somewhere, if you're lonely, maybe bring some friends or family, because when you enjoy your life during a tournament, the chess results will also come much easier. And chess is for to be happy.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pia, for your time, and it was an absolute pleasure talking to you. And I hope that you come more often to India, and I'm pretty sure so many people would love to meet you.
Thank you so much.